8:51 is the time. Competition for jobs is particularly fierce right now, so the right CV could be vital. But are some candidates tempted to cheat? Last week, a former biology teacher in Devon pleaded guilty to fraud. After it emerged she'd forged her degree, her doctorate and her teaching certificates. So how tempting is it to make up qualities and qualifications needed for a job? How likely you will be caught? So let's talk about this with Simon Fosse, who runs a recruitment consultancy. Very good morning to you, Simon.
Good morning.
CVs, how important are they in the job, getting a job? First of all, how crucial is that piece of paper and the information on it?
Absolutely critical to getting to the first stage.
And we all know now that people are hugely well qualified and things can look a certain way on paper. There is a temptation, inevitably, to put something down which isn't quite what's true, but you want to get that job.
Yes, and that's a very real and understandable temptation, and clearly you need to stay the right side of that, as the events have amply demonstrated. And I think it's a very rare event, to be honest with you, that anybody would falsify to such a degree. Exaggeration, bending the truth we're used to, and I think that's the job of the interviewer to then understand to what extent the truth has been massaged. But a straightforward lie, I would like to think, in my experience, points to this, that it's a very rare event, to be honest with you.
There was a time, probably not that long ago, when it's quite hard to check facts. I mean, if someone said something on a CV about a qualification, and possibly an overseas qualification,
yes, possibly
employers or people in your position would have to take that on face value. But now information technology means presumably pretty quickly you can just find out.
Exactly, it's a fundamental part of what we do, and there are specialist agencies specifically for that purpose as well. As you say, not so much when it's a UK university, but an overseas one. And yes, the check is a simple and very easy one to do.
But here's the frustrating thing. You may well think you are the perfect person for a job, but you know, looking at your CV, maybe you didn't do that well academically. And you know that sat down, you know, face to face as we are now, these people are going to give you that job. But that's an enormously frustrating position to be in, and possibly one that will mean you don't even get close to it.
Yeah.
What do you say to people in that situation? Because if they stick to the rules, only put down what's absolutely guaranteed fact that they can prove, they can bring the documents in, they don't even get to the job interview.
Yes, and I think it's a fair point, and there are a number of different ways to address that, other than, I think, than falsifying. And it's a short-term issue, because you may get in front of the person, but you're very unlikely to get the job, and it could have serious career consequences for you.
So how then do you address that, if not by...
I think that you need to look creatively at the process of job hunting, and there isn't just one method of sending and emailing a CV off these days. There's a number of different ways I think you can promote yourself, a number of different ways you can make yourself aware to the people that you need to be in front of, and ones that are, by their very mechanism, likely to position you well, other than compromising your integrity.
Yes, have you done that? Have you checked someone's CV and it's not stood up?
Yes, we have. Invariably, I've checked many thousand CVs in my time, and not all of them have had quite the honesty we'd like to see.
Simon, thank you very much. Nice to see you here this morning.
Thank you.